Hello again, and welcome to another episode of 1001 by 1, where each week we take a film out of the book, 1001 movies you must see before you die, discuss it, analyze it, and ultimately decide whether or not it should be in the book. My name is Adam St. John.
My name is Brett Reinholdt-Hobson.
And my name is Joey Rogate. Before we discuss existence, if dancing is ever a waste of time, and why Dread is an absolute piece of trash movie.
How dare you?
We're going to talk some movies tonight. But first, we have some guests that we're very happy, returning guests, that we are very happy to have back. Jen and Sarah from Movies and Us. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, hello. We are back here at the Chaos, and we could not be happier to be here. So my name is Jen, and my co-host Sarah. We host the Movies and Us podcast. Excited to be here.
Yes, thank you for having us back on. I was very shocked that you allowed us back on because I feel like on our another round review, we almost destroyed Joey's heart. So hopefully we won't do that again on this episode. We'll see what happens.
I hope you do. I hope you do. He deserves it. It's okay. Please destroy
If you
his
like
heart.
Dread, I'm kicking us all off.
I guess I'm off the podcast then. Like,
see you later,
oh
Britt.
my God.
Movies and Us. Tell us about Movies and Us.
Yeah, we take a film and at a weekly cadence, sometimes new releases, sometimes blast from the past, and we'll just talk about them. We have some fun guests that come on as well, and just kind of review movies together. So it's very chill, very relaxed. We don't have like categories and scores and stuff. It's a kind of an organic conversation for anyone who loves movies or just likes to talk about movies.
That's a beautiful thing.
Good. Yeah.
And where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find Movies and Us wherever you get your podcasts. We are also on YouTube at Movies and Us Pod. That is also our handle on all the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, at Movies and Us Pod. So come follow along.
Awesome. Yes, follow us on all socials as well. We are at 1001 by 1 everywhere, and we will interact. Come get involved. But beyond the socials, we are here tonight. I'm very happy to have five-person crew for Ex Machina 2014. A young programmer is selected to participate in a groundbreaking experiment in synthetic intelligence by evaluating the human qualities of a highly advanced humanoid AI. Written and directed by Alex Garland, starring Alicia Vikander, Domhnall Gleeson, Oscar Isaac, and Sonia Mizuno. Cinematography by Rob Hardy. It's an Oscar winner for Best Achievement in Visual Effects. Andrew Whitehurst, Paul Norris, Mark William Ardington, and Sarah Bennett. An Oscar nominee for Best Writing Original Screenplay, Alex Garland.
Good job, Joey. I feel like you pronounced everybody's names very well this time.
I did. And I'll tell you, the amount of spelling errors in my notes is egregious today. So I was fixing on the fly. Usually I'm very detailed in my notes to make sure the spellings are right. But I guess I got a little cocky tonight because these are atrocious.
Well, you were like, it's not from like the Czech Republic. Great. I'm good. Like... Yeah. Oh, I don't have to worry about that. We just
I handled Daisy's pretty great. I don't know.
I know. It's Italian. I don't know what it is, Joey, but Italian is your like worst. It's your enemy. Like your absolute mortal enemy.
My dad died and he was like, fuck you. He's like, you're never going to get this right.
That must be it. His parting gift, right?
Yep. He's like, haha. He's like, you can never run this by me, so you're going to look like a fool. So, do we think that Ex Machina is on the IMDb top 250?
I am going to say yes. I have no idea, but I'm going to be positive today.
I think yes. Yeah, I think this is well respected. Although IMDb is sometimes just like crowdsourced
IMDb is
from
a
the
cesspool.
masses, so it's really I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm going to choose positivity and hope today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm also going to jump on the positivity train and say yes. Probably I'm wrong, but why not?
I'm gonna create a power cut and just go ahead and say that I think it's a no. I think it's a no. I'm choosing the red gloom of the room, and I'm going no.
Wow, what a negative Nancy over there.
Well, unfortunately, Adam is right. It is not on the list. Somehow.
Well, that's because
I'm not happy that it's not.
So.
Right, but because that's stupid.
Happy to win.
I understand that. But Joker is number 90, which is an upcoming episode, so we will talk about
Honestly,
that.
that's lower. It was 82 in like the first episode we ever did where I mentioned it. So 90 is pretty good. Like it's going down. At some point, it's going to be off that 250, and I will never be happier.
After we do the episode, we're officially retiring this bit. It's so fucking old. It just needs to stop.
Absolutely not. Nope.
It has to be done. Once we do the episode, it's not funny anymore.
It's absolutely.
Then it's just beating a dead horse.
Next time you do it.
Yeah, you've never met my dad, but that's our big thing in my family. We just beat a dead horse.
Horses?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna keep bringing it up. Sorry.
Okay. Godspeed.
I stand corrected. Yeah.
Adam's like, I can't do anything about this.
I'm going to
She's
no-sell it every time.
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
All right. How do we feel about lists?
Yes. I love them.
Boo. I don't like them. They're too orderly.
They're too useful and helpful. Yes.
Yeah, I don't need that in my life.
Jen, Sarah, how are you on the list front? Are you right or wrong?
Okay. All right. I see. I didn't realize this was a right-wrong situation.
Everything.
It kind of is.
Everything is
Everything on this
apparently
pod is
1001.
right wrong. Yeah.
Fair.
You don't know it, but it is. You're
have
being
no
judged at
chill.
all times.
No shit.
I love me a ranking. I don't love lists that are like, this is the definitive guide. So
Thank you.
Rank
Thank you,
away
Jen.
yourself, but do
You've
not
never
for
once
me.
made that argument, Britt.
No, but I think Jen is correct. So I don't have to make the argument. Somebody else made it already just now. So it's perfect.
Okay, but that's valid. Sarah?
I like certain lists. I don't love all lists. So it's a little subjective. So for your yes or no answer, I'm giving a sometimes. So
Love it.
I'm both right and wrong.
Non-committal. That's fine.
Yep,
I
that's me.
respect it. I respect it. All right. So I found a list from Movie Babble,
Ooh.
the most respected.
Is this our first movie babble list?
I think so.
I think that's the first time I've said those words together in my life, so it has to be. But 10 most memorable dance moments from non-dance movies.
I'm obsessed
Yes.
with this list
This is
already. I'm
fantastic.
so
Yeah,
excited.
this is cool.
So now it's from 2020, so it's it's a little old, but that's fine.
That's fine. What
yeah.
dances are we missing between 2020 and 2026? Like,
Another round.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's true. Yep. Well, we can add that on as like
All right, so number 11, another round.
perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take
No
those
notes.
take those commission money now. Movie Babble if you still exist. Number 10, Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Oh yeah. I can see that. It's pretty
Number
good.
9, 13 going on 30.
Yeah.
On the street, down the street, is that one? Oh.
It's the thriller, right?
It's Thriller.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
She does have a great dress.
Joe-
I will say.
Joey
Dress is
knowing
the
the
best.
rom-coms more than I do.
Yeah. Joey's like, I love a rom-com. Don't even.
I do. Number 8, I don't know what this is. Love, Simon.
I don't know Love, Simon.
I know I haven't seen it, but I it's a movie. It exists.
Wait, does it? What?
It does. It does. It really does. Yeah.
Wild. Movie Babble got
YouTube-
it right.
The YouTube clip in the webpage didn't work anymore, and I was like, okay, then I don't care that much. If this article can't do its job, so you know what? Another round, number 8. Sorry, Love,
Perfect. Yep.
Simon.
Yep.
There
Nobody
we
has
go.
any context for it. Number 7, Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, I hate that movie. Genuinely, I hate it so much.
Number 6, Blast from the Past.
This is the
I
strangest.
forgot that movie existed.
Listen, you don't go to Movie Babble for anything but Blast from the Past at number 6. For context, there's like 30 of these lists out there about like dance scenes, and I picked this one because it's the most fucking ridiculous.
Of course, Joey. I expect nothing less.
Thank you for curating. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5 up, it gets where pretty much they all went. Number 5, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Fair.
Number
That's
4,
fine.
Pulp Fiction.
That's 4.
Yeah.
I'll
Little
take it.
low.
It's on the
Little low.
list. I'm okay with it.
It's on the list, but I feel like it's low.
Yeah. Number 3, probably gets lower by the year. Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh God.
Oh,
Sarah, the look on your face.
wow. I have not thought about that movie in a very long time.
The
Wow,
amount of
that's
times,
too high to be on this list.
the amount of times that movie has come up recently where I'm like, why are we still talking about this?
Well, I don't know.
Why?
My friend's kid like watched it. My friend watched it with his kids. So on the Super Bowl, all the kids watched it, and they were all like in the basement. I was like, and my son comes, he's like, "What was that?" I was like, "I don't know, man."
You're like, you have really good taste, Cole. Yeah,
He's trying to figure out subtitles in Godzilla here, and he's like,
Oh
"I
my
don't
God.
know about this guy in Iowa
Can I
or Idaho, wherever the hell
we
he's from."
It definitely is Idaho.
We need a bonus episode where Cole just tries to explain what Napoleon Dynamite is and why he doesn't like it. Like, that would be perfect.
It would be wonderful.
It would be
Number
so
2,
good.
Little Miss Sunshine,
Oh yeah, no, that's
Okay.
a great, absolutely worth it.
and number 1, Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. I was like, what is going to be number one? Obviously.
You're never wasting your time if you're dancing. I love that scene. But yeah, so that is the list. This is Ex Machina. Where do we start? Long Island. Caleb lives in apartment buildings that don't exist on Long Island.
Yeah, I mean, so I came to Ex Machina a little bit late, I would say. I think it was probably a couple of years after it came out, probably like 2016. Not because I wasn't interested in it, but I have an issue with sci-fi about artificial intelligence because it does genuinely scare me. So I'm like, unless I know it's really good, I'm not going to dive into it because it's just going to give me an existential crisis. But everybody was talking about how good this film was. So I watched it on a plane. And honestly, amazing plane watch. So good. It was like this and Hereditary, my 2 plane watches that I was like, these are perfect. Like, I never need to watch another thing on a plane. It was amazing. But I will say that I have probably watched this movie once a year since I've seen it, at least. Because I think it's such an interesting dive into artificial intelligence, into science fiction, into toxic masculinity. Like, Alex Garland, I think, kind of hit the nail on the head with this first movie, which doesn't always happen. So that's how I feel about this film.
Yeah, I saw this not in theaters. Rented it, however the hell I was renting things in 2015. I don't remember 11 years ago what we were doing.
Vimeo.
I don't even know. But yeah, I love this movie. I've seen this movie a lot. Like at Best Picture Cast, when I did my top 10 list, this was in there.
Oh,
I
hell
really-
yeah. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I didn't either. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you guys should listen. That'd be
I
awesome.
was about to say, I should probably listen to that episode.
Adam
but-
definitely listened. It was just 5 years ago. But
Thank you.
Adam
Yes.
definitely listened.
That's
I might have listened to.
You didn't.
Joey's still mad at me because I like Dread. I mean, that's just crazy.
It's not even
but
mad at you.
whatever.
It's just horrendous. Like I watched Alex Garland's all the movies he directed, wrote and directed. Warfare, Civil War, Annihilation. Great. I enjoyed them all, varying degrees. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I'll watch Dread. He didn't direct it. And I was like, oh man, I like him so much less now. I went from like really like, yes, all into, wow, I hate all these people now.
Oh my God, you're so dramatic, Joey. You're so dramatic.
Sarah Jen, when did you come to Ex Machina? Did you see it in its release year? Was it a later watch for you? What about you two?
Go ahead, Sarah.
Or not. You know what? Forget it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know when you first watched Ex Machina.
You don't want to keep just hearing about Dread. This isn't a
On the Ex
Dread
Machina.
Yeah.
episode.
I wish it was a Dread episode. I wish.
No, I don't remember the first time I watched this film. I did not see it when it came out. I was a few years late. This may have been a 2020 watch, but I'm really not sure. And then I've seen it a handful of times since then and have a great time every time. But I don't remember that first viewing experience, but I was definitely late to the party.
Yeah, I think I was late as well. I watched this probably like a couple of years ago, and I just can't imagine watching this in 2014 and the like way we thought about AI then and the way we think about it now is like drastically different. And so watching it in this most recent watch, I was like, oh my God. I think this movie is actually like far more in my most recent watch, far more around like gender dynamics and toxic masculinity. It actually is not.
Same.
The AI is just like a thing to use to actually reveal
Right.
like power dynamics between men and women.
Yes, that
Absolutely.
and also intersectional feminism with the fact that there are so many androids that were created that are women of color, and then the android that eventually gets released being presenting as a white woman. That is such a fascinating thing on this last watch that I was like, oh, honestly, 10 years ago, I wasn't considering this quite as much as I am now. And I don't necessarily think Alex Garland intended it to be a commentary, but even in that, like, even subconsciously, it is a commentary on like how white women have stood on the back of women of color in order to succeed. And that really hit me in this last viewing of it, where I was like, "Ooh, this makes me uncomfortable," like very, very, very uncomfortable. I think that hits a little bit harder now, just with a little more understanding of.
Well,
the
yeah.
world.
Now the AI isn't like, oh, people that resemble people in the Turing test. It's like, look, I'm an eagle. So it's a little bit harder to kind of, so it feels more detached. So I completely agree that the gender dynamics are so all over the place, and just the power dynamics of Caleb and Nathan is super fascinating. And
Yeah.
I really love Oscar Isaac in this. I think he just really does everything well here.
I agree. I think Oscar Isaacs is so good as just like a bad person. Like he's a bad person. Like the entire time, all he's doing is trying to find ways to gaslight Caleb in different ways. But Caleb is also a bad person, because let's be real. If you met Caleb on Tinder, Caleb would send you those really long messages being like, I am a nice guy. Why aren't you attracted to me? Because I am a nice guy. Maybe I will send you a Venmo for half the meal that I paid for. That is absolutely what I got from it this last time. And I was like, oh no.
Well, so
they're all bad. Let them burn.
And that's I thought what was so interesting is I kind of like Joey and Brett, I think you did too. Like I was able to watch a ton of Alex Garland stuff over the last week or so. And that included a couple of new watches, Annihilation and Men. I hadn't gotten around to those, but I was able to do it for this pod. And then obviously like revisiting 28 Days Later and revisiting Civil War and Warfare. And it doesn't matter if you're going from like something that is brutally realistic based on true events like Warfare to something like, like hard sci-fi like Annihilation. There's something about Alex Garland getting at the root of, at the end, the problem is always people, is really kind of fascinating. It doesn't matter how realistic or not the plot is, that there's something deeply rooted about like people will always kind of find a way to try to fuck somebody over. And I thought that was really interesting.
Actively try. Like
I would go even farther and say it's not just people, it's men. Like Alex Garland really has a lot of baggage when it comes to being a man. Just from the way that he writes men in his movies, the way that they are portrayed as villains, as protagonists, because Caleb is technically a protagonist in this movie, but he's not a good person. Like there are a lot of issues with Caleb in this, and I think that's pretty evident throughout all of his films. In saying that, I don't necessarily love when Alex Garland writes a female lead or a movie from the perspective of a female, because I think maybe that's not his strength and he doesn't really need to be making commentaries on what it's like to be a woman. I like Men a lot. Like I like the idea of Men a lot, but I think that it misses the mark in many, many ways because
I agree.
Because he can't have that lived experience.
I think Men also, I like Men until the end, and I think it loses its.
See,
goes off
I
the
love the
hinges.
end. Okay, I love the end. I love the end when in Men, when he's just rebirthing himself over and over again. I think that's beautiful and interesting.
Yeah, but like we get it.
Yes,
And I
yeah,
think that's
exactly.
part of
Well,
the
that's the
thing.
thing. Like, we get it. And I'm like, Alex Garland, you need to go to therapy because you need to
This is his
figure out why
therapy.
you hate men like so much.
But I think Men succeed. I mean, listen, it's not the best movie ever, but I think it works until that point, because I think why I like Alex Garland so much is because he gets to these points without slapping you in the face with it. Like he lets
Yeah.
it be about more than one thing, and then it's Men. It's like wait, let's go, and then I think that's where it gets off. I don't know. The Caleb as a bad guy is interesting because that's why he's there, right? Because he's just this nothingness. Like he is the nice guy, the fake. Like he's ready to be manipulated.
Well, this is why I think the Caleb character is so interesting, because he lives in a delusion where he thinks he's righteous. And like that's like a more nuanced portrayal of like the problem with men than I think like the movie Men seems to showcase like the clear acts of aggression from men. Whereas
Yeah.
I think in this film, Caleb is like the insidious, like shrouded version of toxic masculinity that
Yes.
still thinks it is doing good and is saving the
Yes.
damsel in distress. Whereas
Mhm.
Oscar Isaac's character is like blatantly like, yo, I'm just
I'm
here.
just
I'm a bad
mad.
guy.
I'm
I want to
trash.
take over the
Yeah,
world.
bad guy. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy. Homeboy Caleb thinks he's like the hero of the story, that he is the now like
Yes.
protagonist
Savior.
of his own main character energy.
He's the main character, obviously. But I think it's really interesting. There's
But
that
isn't he?
moment.
She's the main character.
But she's not. But she's not, because we basically
his
don't
mind, he
see
always is, and
anything from her perspective until the ending, when she's like, will you stay here? And then she locks him in the bedroom. And I'm
So
like,
good.
yeah, bitch, lock him in there. He sucks. But there's a moment where she's asking him questions, and she's like, I'm able to tell if you're telling the truth or not. And, she's asking his favorite color, his first memory. And then she also asks, are you a good person? And he answers, yes, I think I'm a good person. And we don't know if she registers whether he's telling the truth or not. And for him, he is telling the truth. He thinks he's a good person. But I do kind of believe that that's the moment that Ava's like, I'm leaving you here. There's no way.
I
I'm
agree,
leaving you.
because in that whole thing, as they're asked, we see her reflection, right? Until he answers it, then it goes away, so we don't get to see her reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because then when he's yelling as she's getting on the elevator, she doesn't even look at him anymore, because her decision's made.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's
You're
like,
stuck here.
peace.
Yep.
Have fun. It's a really comfy bed. That's the only thing I kept thinking of. I was like, you know what? You're going to die, but at least that mattress is probably killer. Like,
Yeah.
God.
She didn't lock him in that little like glass room that like they were
Yes.
having It could be worse.
It could be way
So-
worse. And I bet you there are some snacks in there. Like, come on. Nathan Bateman definitely has some snacks somewhere in there. So he's probably going to live for like
We
a month.
know he's got plenty of green juice. Like that's
oh my God,
he's
so much
stocked
green
up
juice.
on that.
Absolutely stocked up on that green juice. Ugh. No, thank you. Oh, Nathan Bateman. That name. Do we think it's based on Patrick Bateman? Norman Bates? Like, where do we think Nathan Bateman came from?
Maybe all of the above,
Probably.
Like I don't think it has to be one or the other. It could be both.
I feel like with Men, we know that Alex Garland isn't actually that subtle. So I think it's probably all of the above.
What was your reaction the first time we met Ava and she comes around while Caleb's sitting there very confused?
I mean, just total physical command of that character.
Absolutely.
I mean,
unbelievable. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
She is Alicia Vikander became one of my favorite actors because of this movie, because I think she does such an incredible job becoming Ava and becoming a character that is manipulative and incredible and simplistic at the same time. Like, she acts like a child, but she's also so intelligent and and so in command of the situation the entire time. And, sometimes when you have the big reveal at the end where it's like, actually, I was manipulating you, I feel like an idiot. And I'm like, how dare you? Like, movie, this is stupid. You did not set it up. But I fully believed it with Ava. And I believe it every single time we get to that moment in the movie. And I think Alicia Vikander does such a great job. Also, the CGI with her body, holy fucking shit, it still looks amazing. It still looks
I'm still
so
pretty sure that
cool.
was a real robot. That's bananas. It looks so good.
It looks
bonkers. So good.
bonkers.
It doesn't have a miss, and it all functions. Even when she's strangling him at the end, like, it all looks unbelievable.
Yeah, and I think that's also what I'm impressed by every time is the attention to detail too, because you're seeing like little things happen within her robot body and things are moving and gears are turning. And so there's so much intentionality in every little thing that's happening in that design. And so I'm just, like you said, it looks amazing still. And it's what a testament to that entire team that created this, because that, holy crap, how did they do that?
Well,
I don't know.
Sarah, you mentioned detail, and like there's like, I think the more overt detail of Ava and her VFX and how she looks, but then there's just all of the little touches throughout that I think are spot on, both in terms of like the practical filmmaking. Like, I was listening to the production designer talk about how like they intentionally put the lights in the walls so they could have more control over not just what the mood of the film looked like, but also just in terms of shooting, like how like they didn't have to do it like a ton of lighting setups because they just built in these lights into the wall to like this wonderful touch of Nathan being this tech guru, but one wall just being littered with Post-it notes, like just an amazing juxtaposition. It's like it's the way in which we continue to cut from all of the technology of this compound research house to nature, which is also very blatant, very intentional. But like, these are all very good, detailed, intentional choices that I think do just add to what I think is a very discussable film.
Well, and I would say like and I'm just going to go out early with it. My unsung hero is Rob Hardy, who did the cinematography, because I think this movie is just beautiful to look at. And one of the things I find so fascinating is when we're inside the compound, it is Steadicam. There is no movement in the camera. We are looking at what we're looking at, and there's no fluctuation in where it is at. And then when we go outside into nature, where things are a little bit more chaotic, it's handheld. So it is constantly moving. You constantly feel like you're outside, and you feel almost like a breath of fresh air there. And I think that just adds to the isolation I feel when I'm in those situations in the film. Like when I'm with Ava, you have to just be focused on her. It is so brilliant and so good. And it just goes to show that like a great DP is going to make your movie incredible. They are going to make the vision work. And I think in this case, Rob Hardy did an incredible job doing that.
No, I agree, because especially there's one part, as you were talking, I was thinking about, there's the piece where it's red and Ava's telling Caleb not to trust Nathan. And then the next thing, they're just two dudes hanging out on a glacier. And it's just so different, but both are just look fantastic and so engaging with both, both very different. There's one very claustrophobic, tightly controlled, and then two just this big glacier where they're just drinking and hanging out on. And, that's kind of the first time Caleb pretends to confront Nathan. So there's just a lot going on. It just looks fantastic. Well, that's the first time he asks why he's lying to him, right?
Yeah. Caleb, what a loser. Does Caleb make your loser list?
Caleb's a tough hang. There's one really funny part where after the Oppenheimer quote, when Nathan thinks he's like, when Nathan's kind of making fun of him for being quotable, and Caleb's like, "Oh, it's Oppenheimer." He's like, "I know it's Oppenheimer, man." Like it's. I think that's the only time Nathan's an actual person in the entire movie, because I think he's such a bad guy. I think at that scene, he's like, "Yeah, I know, man. Like, can you please at some point be playing the same game I'm playing?"
I'm trying to gaslight you. Exhausted. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's like,
at least play along. Make it fun.
Like I'm trying to make you feel good so that, you don't feel bad if she flips on you. Like, come on, just
One
I
of
know
my
it's Oppenheimer.
one of my favorite moments is when the entire time Nathan has kind of been like, yeah, we're doing this thing and I don't want you to ask questions. I want you to just feel exactly how I feel, right? He's trying to make Caleb feel everything that he wants him to. And then it's the first moment where Caleb is kind of faltering, like, why are you doing this, man? He's like, you're so smart. I found the best coder in my company. And it's like, oh, he's really going in hard on Caleb. Because I bet Caleb is like middleman, like not even that good.
No, he says later on, he's like, you're okay.
You're okay.
Like, you're not even a middleman. Like, you're all right.
Devastating. I feel like
that moment.
Yes. I feel like that's the moment where Caleb was like, fuck you. How dare you? I'm great at coding. Because he's the nice guy, right? He's such a nice guy.
He's such a nice guy.
You know,
I hate him.
to go so quick from, oh man, I was picked because of a personality profile, because of how great I am, is like a very funny, like you have to have very little wherewithal to just ride that train that quickly.
Oh yeah.
I want to shout out Garland's script and most of Garland's scripts, because I mean, he wins that prize. He's on a helicopter and he is there like 5 minutes into the movie. Yes, and we are just in this world. We're just there. And I mean, yes, we get exposition throughout. Yes, we get that, Nathan asks him, do you know what the Turing test is? And you can see, Caleb lights up. It's like, yeah. And then, and we're really into it, but there's no hand holding, which I really like, because too many scripts, especially too many witty sci-fi scripts, fucking hand hold you so far into the movie. Like, please,
witty sci-fi first scripts.
Well, yeah, fair. Please.
He would have been looking at a picture of Nathan in like the hallway of his
just like
rural Long Island town.
Prize.
Yeah. So yeah, and all of his, what does he say? He says, "Where's the compound?" He's like, "We've been over the compound for an hour. What are you talking about?"
That's a great line.
Helicopter guy who was like, what does this guy do? He, at the end of the movie, he's just like, yeah, I'll pick up this lady. I was supposed to pick up someone else, but whatever. I guess I'll bring
no
her
questions.
I think when you're dealing with people that rich, it's a no questions asked thing. You just, all right.
They're from Long Island and they're just like, sure, yeah, whatever. We'll do it.
I mean, who'd you rather be in a plane with, Ava or Caleb?
Ava, 100% Ava.
So I think he was thinking the same thing. He's like,
he's like, sure, Ava, where's Kyoko? She seems real cool too. I love her.
I loved how many shots we get of Kyoko throughout the film.
Me too.
She actually is like such a side character and could have just been like truly a prop for the sake of the plot. But the fact that the camera cuts to her scene after scene after scene of her just internally rolling her eyes because she understands what's happening, I thought was a genius move, and also just showcasing like how often women have to just sit there and listen to some man in power that has power over them and just has to be quiet. So I think they just captured the like frustration and the rage of that experience perfectly with the Kyoko shots. It's great.
Absolutely.
She's fantastic, that actress. She was really good.
Such a hard job. Like, you are in the scene. You must not emote, but also have all of this rage within you without having the opportunity to explain it. Like, ugh.
Yeah. But one of my favorite of her facial reactions is in the hallway when Nathan comes down and Ava's talking to her and she just staring down the hall at him. Like, her face says everything. It's really great.
She's so good.
Yeah, she's very impressive.
I really, really like that actor. She was in Devs as well. I'm not sure if you guys watched Devs.
I watched one episode. I didn't get into it.
I really liked
it was
Devs. I thought it was really good, but it's also the kind of thing that I enjoy. So I like weird sci-fi shit usually. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get into this. I like the fact that she keeps working with Alex Garland. Like, they have a nice relationship. Because I don't necessarily think directors need to continue working with the same actors. I think it's good to branch out and find other people that you like. But it's a cool relationship that he keeps finding things for her and she keeps wanting to come back to work with him. Because I think she's really, really talented. I don't think other than Devs, where she's like the lead, she hasn't really been given an opportunity to do anything really exciting that I've seen. And that makes me a little bit sad because I think she could fucking kill it. She should she should be doing more. Yeah, and I really like her. She was almost my unsung hero. Very close, because damn it, I love Kyoko. And God, she can dance.
Well, that's she's hired, but she's a dancer. And then they were like, oh, she's a really good actress. That helps.
Mm-hmm. Goddamn.
Well, and I love that dancing scene too, because it's so unexpected from her. Because we've just seen Kyoko just kind of chilling in the background. And then in that scene, she is just like, you can't look away. She's so engaging in that scene. It's like, oh my gosh, this is inside of you when we've just seen nothing from you for so long. And so I think that helps like give us that sense of like repression and control that Nathan has over everyone and everything in his orbit. And this is the moment, the one space that she can actually finally like express herself or do anything to show feeling or a personality.
But I also feel like it's kind of sinister because he's programmed it, right? Like he's programmed this as being the only moment that she gets to express herself. And that irks me at the same time, where I'm like, you look so good, girl. I love it when you stab Nathan. Like, stab him more times, please. But very slowly. It's terrifying when both of them stab him and there's no like push in. They can just do it. I'm like, oh God, it's like butter. I love it. But when they're dancing, I'm like, Kyoko, I want you to survive too. I want you to get out, because it's so interesting. Nathan talks about how she can't understand English. She can't understand language because he programmed her that way so that she could continue to just be his slave in all regards, being his housemaid, being his sex slave, being his dance partner. And he doesn't have to think about it. But then they also discuss how language is innate in creatures, right? And you see throughout the movie as she is watching, like she's not necessarily she's not speaking, but I feel like you see many, many times that she is comprehending like all of the language around her because she's grown to understand what it is. And Nathan doesn't clock that necessarily.
See, and I think that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I know that she doesn't have any speaking lines, but if there's anything that we're understanding about AI presently, it's that we still don't understand the full capacity of what it can do. And so as brilliant as we are meant to believe that Nathan is, the one thing that they keep talking about is that like we really don't have the capacity to know where this is going to go. And so I do think Kyoko is way more aware of what's going on. And yet obviously it's internalized, but and that's why I think that moment where, you know, we don't hear what Ava says to her, I think there's some kind of there's something that's being shared back and forth that absolutely 100%. Is saying that like I've been very aware of what's going on the whole time or whatever. Like I think that's there,
because I think she's always focused on what's going on. I think she's always very aware. That's why when Caleb goes into the room and, you know, he opens up all the closets, like she knows exactly what's happening and she's not surprised he's there, because there's no surprise, there's no reaction, because she's waiting. Because she sees what's happening and how this is all going.
But I also think that she is waiting in the way that Nathan expects him to go into the room. So she's like, I will wait here as a sex object, but I know you're not going to do anything, because what you're going to do is
she's adjusting for the situation that she's in.
Exactly. No, it's I think it's a brilliant scene, because there are a lot of times where I think I get very annoyed with the fact that we get so many naked females on screen and we don't get as much like penis on screen. I'm like, come on, guys, like let's showcase that too. Equal opportunity. In this film, I actually think it makes sense, because this is such a commentary on toxic masculinity that if they were to show naked men, it would be like, really? There's no like, oh yes, Adam, you have your hand raised.
No, my hand was raised. I was patiently waiting my turn. I wanted you to finish your thought, because
I was just gonna say, like, they could have so easily put in a scene where Caleb is masturbating to looking at Ava. I was thinking about that today, because like he has the camera. He has the camera, but they didn't put that in because they didn't need to. And I feel like that shows
that's not the point. That's the point of view is that anyway.
Yes, well, we already know that, but a lesser creator would have put that in the movie because that would have been, what a scandalous moment, right? And Alex
It's much
Garland
more
realized
disturbing when he's just sitting on the end of the bed staring, and he's just that like weird mid shot. That's way more unsettling than the masturbation scene that's there, because that's just like, all right,
that's gonna be a clip right there. Just when, Adam, you had your hand raised so nicely. I'm done, and I feel like
Yes, thank you. So
I was like, I needed 3 more penises in this movie.
He's like, I love penises. Please give me all the penises.
Listen. 2 things. 1, as somebody who has showed his penis on stage before, I don't care. It's not a big deal. Like, just fucking do it. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. Just do it.
So I like to always find the review that kind of goes in opposition of the way that people were in line, because get Rotten Tomatoes 92% critical. So for the most part, critics really liked it. So I went to find a review in which it was viewed negatively, and I would say highly respected film person and Pulitzer Prize winner Wesley Morris wrote a fairly negative review of this movie. I'm going to try to pull bits and pieces, but it's the last paragraph I really want to get to, because I think it really pulls in this idea of not just the women in this movie, but particularly the women that we find in those closets. So I'm really kind of picking and choosing here, because at first the reason to go along with the movie is that writer-director Alex Garland keeps the movie so full of doomy atmosphere that expecting the worst sort of becomes a treat, but gradually the hypnosis wears off, the mystique dissipates, and banalities take over. This is his first film as a director. After a while, you realize that he has relied entirely on mortifying atmosphere to get him through. The red hell lighting that crops up makes you feel like you're at one of those parties in Rosemary's Baby. Meanwhile, something on Ben Salisbury and Jeff Barrow's effective electronic soundtrack is nearly always throbbing. You don't know whether to climb the walls or phone a cardiologist. The best scene in the movie has Oscar Isaac and Mizuno disco dancing. Disco dancing. Isaac is actually too wonderful. His whatever dude insouciance takes the menace out of the movie. Garland needs the noise and the lights to keep you on edge because his villain has too much creative leeway. His evil sleaziness never reaches full-on psychotic, but maybe Isaac was looking for a way out of a cliche. Here's the last paragraph. I, for one, am always disappointed when all the movie nerds can think to do with their genius, their God complex, their G's, is to take a rib and build an Ava or Kyoko, walking, talking fleshlights. Based on the heartless territory this movie stakes out, Garland, too, might be tired of this. But 90 minutes of male fantasy and 10 of alleged feminism are bad math. Ex Machina feels like the work of someone who felt the best way to make Frankenstein was to watch a lot of porn. Now, I respect if not am usually annoyed when Wesley Morris pops up on a podcast that I listen to, because I find him to be a bit much at times.
This is
Just a little bit.
I don't. If you would have read this, I think I would have gotten to Wesley Morris in like 2 minutes. It's a long
Wait, was it when he used the word insouciance? Yeah, I thought that might have been it, because that's your like $40 million word in that review right there.
He was so fucking proud of himself. He was like, "Yeah, insouciance. I'm so smart."
But like, I mean. And granted, like, everybody's allowed their opinion for sure,
Absolutely.
But this just feels really reductive. I mean, does it not?
Yes, it feels like you didn't really watch what's happening. You just you kind of paid attention. You're like, oh, he loved the Frankenstein gimmick at the end, like that point. Like, but I don't know.
But he didn't.
I feel like he just missed. No, his point. He loved that he
thought
of that.
Oh, yes, his point. Yeah, he thought of that while he was sitting there watching the movie and was like, "How can I make this whole?"
Then he went
about
like read.
That?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, to say what Garland does or does not like while kind of missing what Garland is doing is an odd approach.
It's interesting that he describes this as like, what was it, 90 minutes of male fantasy and 10 minutes of feminism, because I'm like, and I think he said like the math doesn't math. And I'm like,
it's bad math.
I'm pretty sure Oscar Isaac's character was menacing for the entire 90 minutes and the last 10 minutes. Like, there's no read where we're like, oh, he's actually like a more sympathetic character because he's
Not
doing
at all.
the disco dance. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that makes him more menacing.
His
Yes.
death was menacing. While he was getting stabbed, he was still menacing. He never let it go.
Yeah.
Like,
his death line of fucking unreal is actually perfect because
It's so
the
good.
fact that he is still like, I can't believe this happened is just wild, and the hubris of that is just it's phenomenal.
yeah, it's amazing. It's a perfect death line.
Well, and I do.
That's my
think
quote
that,
of the movie, by the way.
Same, absolutely, 100% same. I feel like, like Adam and I have studied hubris for years because we are in theater, and they were like, hubris, we must do multiple years. And Sarah, you probably have too, because you're also a theater person. And I feel like this movie is, if somebody wants to know what hubris is, watch Nathan in this movie. Like that is what hubris is. That is textbook. Like, this character is not capable of understanding that he is bringing on his own demise through what he believes is right. And also, okay, the pornography line kind of pissed me off because I was like, that's actually one of the points of this movie, is that Ava was created to be Caleb's perfect woman. And I love at the end of the movie because she puts on that like cute pixie haircut for Caleb. And then at the end of the movie, when she gets to, put her skin on and choose a wig, she chooses something completely different. And that is the moment where I'm like, Ava is like, she found herself. She doesn't need to exist for somebody else now. And that's exciting for me. And I read a couple of, because I like looked up on YouTube, I was like, I would like to hear what women think about this movie, because there's a lot of men who talk about it, which is totally valid and totally fine. But I wanted to know what like a female perspective was, a femme perspective. And I found somebody who was really against AI in it, which is fine. Like, I also, like, I have been taking plenty of courses lately at work where it's like, oh, in 10 years, my job will be gone because, an AI character, like an AI will be taking over what I do. But she was discussing how Alex Garland believes that AI, this kind of AI, is the way forward for humans, which is what a lot of people think. And she fully disagrees with that and was discussing how we shouldn't actually think that this is a good ending at all. This is actually a very bleak ending because it's the end of humanity. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, because I'm kind of happy that Ava got out, but I'm wondering how you guys feel. Like, do you think this is a happy ending or do you think this is bleak?
I mean, it's bleak, but I'm
you
still happy that she got out because fuck those two guys. But that it doesn't mean it's a
yeah.
happy ending. Like,
it's happier than it could be because she could have just died, right? Like,
yeah, but it's still bleak.
Yeah, for sure. But
on the spectrum of bleak, it's not come and see, but it's not fucking
exactly. It's not Evangelion. So I'm like, this is actually really nice. This is a great ending.
Still don't
That
know
was a
what
great reference point for Joey there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Joey absolutely knows what I'm talking about.
Still have no idea what you're talking about. But but because it's, and I think what makes it a little bleaker and what makes Alex Garland so smart is we see her in the scene of where she kind of talks about her dreams, right? Like, oh, this is where we'd go on a date. Like, that's where we'd end up. So there is this like, oh, it is happy, but it's like, oh no, she's smarter and stronger than everybody there.
Yeah.
And knows more than everybody. Like, this isn't great. But I think she's so likable because I think she's a fantastic actress and she's just likable. Like, you want to watch her on screen.
Good for her. It's a good for her movie, in my opinion. Like,
she gets to be free. Yeah, I think the bleak part of this movie is actually like where the movie begins, which is that like this character Caleb is so lonely, and like the isolation he feels and the inability for him to actually connect with other humans is the thing that triggers his whole thing to begin with. I mean, same thing for Nathan's character. Like, he's unable to connect in a genuine way with another human being. So they're searching for emotional satisfaction and catharsis with like non-human creatures. And I think that is like at the macro level, the more bleak thing is like our inability to connect with each other is going to cause us to try and connect with our like created things instead of actually with each other.
We're seeing that now though, right? I was talking with Neil about it, how sci-fi movies from 20 years ago expected people to have to connect with something that was physical, but people are connecting with screens and they don't have to have like they don't have to have a VR world. They're like, no, my girlfriend is ChatGPT and it's totally fine. People are leaving their wives, they're leaving their families for an online wife. And it's not just men who are leaving, like women, non-binary people, everybody, people are leaving their spouses for some online.
Loneliness is a dangerous thing. When
it very much is
artificial
a dangerous thing.
To connect.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't have to be a physical thing. It can just be a screen in front of you. I don't think that sci-fi
we're social beings when you're isolated socially, however it may be, because even, because Jen, you're right. When he wins the thing, everyone's so happy, but he doesn't even know how to. He's separate from them. He's like, oh, don't touch me. Like he just doesn't able to. And even watching him try to pretend to be a person around Nathan is interesting. Like Ava's the first like human being we meet in this.
Oh yeah.
And the helicopter pilot.
Yes, because the helicopter pilot. He's keeping it real.
Nathan wrote the code when he was what, like 13?
13.
Right? Mm-hmm. So listen, Nathan wasn't hanging out with the boys. As we see.
He wasn't hanging out with the boys in Long Island? What?
When you're building friends, Caleb, he lives 5 minutes walking from a beach that doesn't exist. And but and it's just the when you fail to connect, but you're tasked with connection, you're just ripe to make bad choices for whatever attention you get.
Well, and that's and Jen, what you said. So something else I watched because I knew I wanted to, and I hadn't seen it since it came out, and it came out around the same time as this was Her, which is also about somebody connecting with AI, and I've not seen that in forever. And to me, the end of Her is the optimistic one, where the AI, all the AIs, the OSs, they leave, but when they leave, it's basically like, oh, humans are going to have to connect again. Like there is something like uplifting and hopeful about that. I think this movie is bleak as shit because Ava is smart, and Ava will fuck you up. She Kaiser Soze the shit out of that situation in Nathan's like home research center thing,
and I am here for it.
But it scares me, and like the serendipity of recording this episode. I just watched the John Oliver from 2 weeks ago about AI chatbots, and I didn't hear the story about a teenage boy who was basically talked into killing himself because the chatbot
it's terrible.
And I rewatched this movie 2 days ago, and then I watched this report, and my view on the ending is now this scares the shit out of me.
It's terrifying.
It's horrifying.
And I think I equally feel like Ava, good for you, because yes, those guys sucked, but also, no, no, because it scares the crap out of me.
Powerful being.
I think that's also us living in 2026, right?
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
We are inundated with AI. We are like, I am getting messages every day from my work to be like, utilize our chat GPT for our thing. I get emails from people and I'm like, I'm sorry, did you write this with AI? And they're like, yeah, I put all of the instructions into AI. And I'm like, so I have to decipher this.
It makes me so fucking mad.
It makes me mad because I'm like, just write an email, just say, hi, will you complete this PowerPoint? Thank you. And they're not capable of doing that. It's crazy to me.
My coworker sent me an email today asking if I would forward this to colleagues I've met in Michigan so far. And I read the email, and my response verbatim was, fuck no. And he emailed me back, and he was like, why? I created the email for you. And I go, I did not write this. Like, right. I am not going to say that I wrote this email.
No.
Like, greetings, everyone. Like, what the fuck have I ever said greetings?
This is Adam St. John from the Upper Peninsula. How art thou? Me and Ava sitting here hanging out.
Let's write this in iambic pentameter. Like,
I'm glad friends we made.
It's probably what it was. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Listen, everybody's getting more isolated and stupider. We're not in.
It's not good. It's really
a dangerous
scary.
time.
Yeah. And I think that's what makes watching this movie in 2026 way scarier than if you had watched this a decade ago. Like, I was very aware of the world that we're living in today while I was watching this movie and going, oh, holy crap, this is terrifying.
100%. It felt so far away the first time I saw it. I was like, it's like, that's nuts. Now I'm like, oh my God. And they're people, and we're just using it to make ourselves so much dumber and not think. And it's so much scarier.
Well, people are asking, like, how do I write a paper without ChatGPT? And I'm like, I'm sorry, you just write it? Like, it's confusing to me.
We also haven't talked about how the arms of the tech giants that have access to all of that information that could create
great point.
designed Ava for you is like also terrifying, which I feel like we maybe thought we knew in 2014, but like we really, really know.
It was like kind of fringe conspiracy at that point, but now it's like a thing that's happening.
Well,
he even says, what does he say? He's like, I'm taking this. They can't do anything because then they have to admit that they're doing it too. And now that we kind of know that this is how it goes and they control how they release it, it's like, oh, what did Alex Garland know? But holy shit, it's crazy because
the Oscars just released that like a whole clause about like it has to be written by a human. It cannot be an AI performer. Like trying to counteract this to ensure that
it was awesome.
Which is great. Like I'm completely on board with that.
A lot of real stupid people on the internet were real mad at it.
Oh, they were super mad. Well, those are the people that are like, this is my art and I can now do a Jackson Pollock because of AI.
The least interesting person you've ever met.
You know,
it's like, oh, you're an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. But it's crazy to me that we have to have these rules to ensure
but thank
that
God people are putting them into place.
Yes. No,
because when it gets this stupid, you need someone putting in stopgaps for it to be like, no, we need humans to do these things.
Well, especially because actors aren't necessarily they're not protected by SAG because they can still be like, oh, I guess I have to sign away my likeness to AI when I sign on to a movie. Like that's not there's a lot of stuff that still needs to be worked out with that kind of stuff. It's pretty scary.
The other thing that I appreciate about the movie is how much they talk about data and like, you know, even when Caleb is there and he has to sign the contract, the NDA, and it's all about his data and giving permission for all of his data to be tracked for forever. And so I love those little inclusions because that's such a big thing today. It's just your data, and we are the product. Basically our data is the product. And so again, watching this in 2026 and going, holy crap, like how did you have such a good grasp on this over a decade ago?
It's so interesting to think that, well, and a lot of sci-fi is so ahead of the time. Like it is like 10-20 years ahead of what is going to happen, and it's cool to see it. It's cool in a way to see it happening now, as scary as it is, to be like, oh, Alex Garland did understand the trajectory of AI, and that's very interesting to me. I wish he didn't. I wish this was false and was never going to happen. But like, well, even I would not be surprised if there's an Ava in a bunker, like at all.
Well, yeah, fair. There's a throwaway line, and yes, this was shot over 10 years ago, but he says something about how like Blue Book, which is his company, processes 94% of all internet search requests. And I heard that and I go, that's a lot. Real. So then I Googled today how many Google searches or how many internet searches are based in Google? Like, and it was 90 to 92%. I was like, holy shit, that's not even far-fetched. That's really a thing. And I was like,
Ask Jeeves just shut down, so it's going to go up like 0.002%.
Ask Jeeves, my favorite, the OG for me.
Yeah,
you know, Ask Jeeves is currently sitting on Spirit Airlines, just flying away.
No, just
into the sunset.
Yeah, right.
Done. Terrible, terrible times.
Will this joke make sense in 4 weeks when this episode gets released? Who knows?
Yes.
Who knows?
Honestly, 400 things are going to happen in the world that are terrible. So we're going to be like, Spirit, what? What happened?
Excuse me. Actually, the world has been destroyed, so no one's going to know. It's been good. It's been fun, friends. But 4 weeks from now, it's all gone. That's what I think is going to happen.
So I think my scene of the movie is when Caleb starts questioning if he's real and starts pulling at his skin and cuts his arm.
Oof.
And punches the camera. It's so... It feels like the only time Caleb's actually kind of thinking beyond the surface and his own ego. So I really like that scene. If it was between that and the dance scene, to be completely honest with you, but we haven't talked about this one yet, so I'm going this one.
I mean, the dance scene is mine. We all know that.
It's amazing.
If there's a dance scene, it's like going to be my top. I feel like, Sarah Jen, you have to come back for every movie with a great dance scene now, because that's what you're set up for now. So,
Britt, is there a good dance scene in Unforgiven?
Maybe we could. No, but maybe we can pretend.
I really think not. I watched that movie once, and that is enough.
No,
I'm sorry,
it's gonna
Joey.
be an episode for 4
I don't want
weeks
to do
from now.
that again.
Yeah, that's the
globe is
episode
no
from
longer
4 weeks
spinning.
from now.
Yeah.
No, if we ever do Unforgiven, you have to come back. I'm sorry, you don't have a choice. Because it's going to be Joey against the
unavailable
four
that
of us.
day.
I'm definitely ill. I'm in a coma, actually.
I'll do the solo.
Yeah, Joey just by himself. He's like, I couldn't get anybody to come on the pod, so I'm by myself. But yeah, no, the dance scene is obviously my favorite. And it's not just because it's a killer dance scene. And my God, Oscar Isaacs can move. Like, that man has some great hips, let me tell you. Like, I was shocked this last time I watched it. I was like, yeah, you get it. But it's also the most interesting manipulation tactic that he uses against Caleb, because he's done everything at this point. And this is the moment where Caleb is like really laying into him, where he's like, why did you rip up her picture? Or like tear up, and he tear up tear up. He says, why did you tear her picture? He goes, I'm gonna tear up the dance floor.
Fucking tear up this dance floor, yeah.
And,
like, what a line. That's unbelievable. Like, Oscar Isaac's delivery. I love Oscar Isaac, like 100% success rate, and he hit that. I was like, that's fucking amazing.
It's so good. But then I also think that it shows what type of a person Nathan is, and he is a very bad person. In this moment,
choreographed dances.
This choreographed dance that he feels like he has so much control that he can do this fucking dance and he can get super drunk and he'll be fine. Nothing's going to happen, and that's his hubris. To go back to Greek theater. Adam can do a much better he can talk about it more because he's a theater professor.
Well, we didn't even talk about the fact that this movie is called Ex Machina, and that this is coming from Deus Ex Machina, which is the machine of the gods, and
exactly
how that used to be done in Greek theater. Yes. No, but you keep talking about play, and I'm kind of cheating with my scene of the movie because it's a couple of scenes, but I liked hearing Oscar Isaac talk about making the movie and how it felt a lot like a play, because it was mostly just people in rooms talking. And so my scenes, I'm cheating because they're right back to back, is the sexuality / Pollock scene that goes right into the Mary in the black and white room scene. Because I find those two conversations really, really intriguing. Like, it's two people throwing ideas back and forth at each other, and it's just really fascinating. I liked everybody going for it, but like verbally, like
right.
It's kind of the exact opposite of what the dance scene is doing. It's being showy in a completely different way.
Yes, absolutely. Well, throughout watching this film, I was like, oh God, this could be a stage show, and it would be so interesting.
Be fucking
and
killer.
So good. Why haven't they made it into a stage show? I would go to New York to watch it. Like, come on, do it.
I'd be hyped.
Yeah. Joey would be like, I'd go every weekend to go see it.
Yeah, it'd be weird. And I think those scenes are like paired together. So I think that's not a cheat.
It's absolutely a cheat, but I allow it.
All right. Jen and Sarah, what about you? What are your scenes of the movie?
The scene that I loved is when Ava goes to pick out her dress in the room. And she picks, her choices are these like floral long sundresses, which is like such commentary on like women's fashion being made for the male gaze. And then she has this like array of hair. And it's the moment where she goes from being just like an android to like, she's feeling like a girl. But whoever picked out like the actual costume design of that was genius, because she looks like a young girl, and that's just so twisted and gross, but revealing of Caleb's like weird fantasies that are effed up. So that sets up the ending scene where she chooses this like lace matronly dress and the long hair, because that is who she wants to be. But for that scene in the movie, I thought that was a fascinating commentary on like women's fashion being made for a target audience.
Well, and she also puts on like a cardigan, you know, like a little cardigan, because very she can't. Very demure. It's it makes me very uncomfortable. Like watching her get dressed is upsetting to me, because I'm like, this literally looks like a 5-year-old's putting on dress, like a dress. Like it's like a 5-year-old's closet. That's what they chose. Ugh. No, thank you. Again, good for her movie. Like, I'm here for it. I'm kind of here for the AI rebellion when it comes to this film. Can't help it.
So good. My first thought for favorite scene is the dancing scene, but we've already talked about it. So the other one that came to mind is when Nathan is getting drunk and he's just laying on the couch, and you can just like see his arms flailing as he's talking, but the camera is focused on Caleb, who is just staring and kind of like disassociating as we're just watching Nathan just flail, and he's talking and just going on and on and on and on, and Caleb is not engaged with it at all. And I just found it so fascinating the way that that shot is set up and how we're so focused on Caleb, and he's giving nothing in that at all. And so I found that to be a really interesting way to like just learn more about this character, because then after that is when he like takes the key card and starts to explore on his own. But he's not like psyching himself up, he's not engaged in this, he is just deadpan, and then he goes on his task. And I don't know, I find that really interesting.
I do feel like Caleb is one of those people that needs to have a task in order to feel fulfilled in life. And like, he probably goes home every night and just sits on the couch and is like, I guess I'll drink some water and sit here and hope I have something to do. Should I watch a movie? Should I not? Like, if he doesn't have something to do, he probably goes home and he opens up his work laptop and he works until he goes to bed, right? Like,
he clearly watches porn. I mean, he
he also does that. Like,
if like, did you like create Ava based on my porn profile? Like,
so
I
he
mean,
goes home and he
has a profile,
watches a lot of porn,
yeah,
and then he works and watches porn. That's it.
He's asking a question, but he's phrasing it as a statement, meaning that he knows he has a profile. Like, he's 100%. Very aware. Yeah.
He's like, my manic pixie dream girls. Are you kidding me? Like, that's what he's going for in this. Like, come on.
He knew. Fucking guy. All right.
So
Unsung hero. Mine was Sonoya Mizuno as Kyoko. Kyoko.
Yes.
She's
Kyoko.
Great. Kyoko, yes. I get. I've been doing good with names. I gotta get one more.
You've been doing really well with names, Joey.
Yeah.
Impressed.
All right. What about everybody else?
That was my pick as well. Thank you for pronouncing the name, so I didn't have to.
That's fair.
See, that's what we're here. That's what we're here for.
Okay, I want to give this to the scouting teams for finding this location. Because oh my gosh, this house is perfect. All of the nature is just perfect. So whoever took the time to find these locations to film knocked it out of the park. Absolutely incredible.
I believe it was a hotel, really right? Like
Norway,
yeah. Jesus Christ, incredible.
That's a great choice.
Yes.
I had a feeling there'd be at least one person doing Kyoko. So I went with A24 for releasing the film in the US, because apparently Universal and Focus weren't gonna do it. So
fuck them.
A24.
Good job, A24. You might have like kind of, I feel like you need to figure your shit out right now, but back in 2014, you really had it going for you. Like,
this is their second release.
I think something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty early in their run.
Yeah.
I think it's their second release or third release. So, quote, mine was fucking unreal.
Same. It's too good.
Oh, mine was tearing up the dance floor. That was mine.
Oh, apparently people learn that dance for their first dance at their weddings. And I'm like, wow, that's intense. What does that say about your relationship? Like,
people don't know what they're watching.
They don't.
People interact very poorly with movies and TV and books. They
people
just
don't
know.
have media literacy anymore. We know that from Twitter. Or X. I'm sorry, X. But
like, imagine being like, you know what we should do? The Ex Machina dance.
We're gonna wear those outfits.
I would go take my check back and just get out of there.
Or you'd give the check to the wife and be like, "Get out, please."
Like, I know how this ends.
It's not good
for
for
you.
anybody. Oh, that's so bad. Did we do favorite shot of the film?
No. My favorite shot is them on the glacier right after. They're after the Kayla and Ava. After it's red, and she's telling him not to trust Nathan. Like, those two together, the claustrophobic to them just hanging on a glacier is my favorite shot.
I mean, that
Extended.
glacier is beautiful. I don't even like being in nature, and I'm like, I'd go to that glacier. Like, that seems fun, but I'd rather be inside. Mine is Ava applying her skin at the end. It's what an incredible shot. Just her actually getting the opportunity to do like this. Feels like it's the first time she's ever been able to do something she wants to do, like her own choice. Like, I would like to look like a human. And it's an incredible moment. It's also a very sad moment because it's at the death of the people that came before her, the AI that came before her. So that's mine.
I really appreciated when Nathan is dying and the blood is pooling on his shirt and it looks like a silhouette. And I found that really interesting. So I loved that inclusion, and I was really fixated on that this time.
It's very good.
It was a great death.
Would you, like, if somebody gave you a framed picture of it, would you put it up on your wall? I would.
I mean, maybe. It depends.
It's your good for her, like, corner where it's just like, yep, they can die. I'd have that corner in my house. My husband would be like, well, okay, whatever. I quite often talk about frames that I would like in my house.
You a lot. You do.
I do. It's not that's not a lie. I talk about it a lot.
No, I do the same thing too. I'll watch a movie and be like, man, I would get that framed in my house.
Yes.
I don't know that I would get that exact shot framed in my house. If
Well,
somebody
you said
gave
it was
it to
your
me, I
favorite, so
wouldn't
you're
turn
committed.
it away. But
Maybe it could be in like the game room, right? If you had a game room where it's like fun. The fun game room.
Fun death corner. No big deal, guys.
Oh, see, that would be great. I would think it was fun.
So I was like, I don't know why nobody comes to my house a second time. It's weird.
Guys, you didn't enjoy my death corner? What is wrong with you?
I'd be like, this is the best corner ever.
It's Oscar Isaac in Ex Machina. It's like Oscar Isaac in Drive.
That's how you weed out the cool ones and the
Thank you,
boring
Jen.
ones, you know.
Thank you. I'm super cool. Just tell all the kids in elementary school. I
love the
cool.
shot where Kyoko peels her skin off. That's the shot
Oh.
that is ingrained in my head.
Yeah.
I do not want that anywhere in my home, but like,
See, I would
a
also have
shirt.
that in
for
my
the
home.
world of art.
Yeah. I have
That's
that in my
beautiful.
home.
My favorite shot is the second to last shot of the movie where she walks into frame and we see her shadow upside down.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Which is such a just a great shot, but also and you can hear the intersection that she's talked about earlier, wanting to see,
Right.
which is great because there's people around. It means she's gonna fuck some shit up, which is it's interesting and kind of it's awe-inspiring and doom-inspiring too. So there you go. There's a lot of things happening
Yay,
in that
doom.
moment.
Just don't think too much about it. And just root for her. All right.
Good
We have
for
a new-
her.
We have a newish award, the Lock Martin Award
Ugh.
for most useless thing in this movie. I'll go last.
Oh God, Joey.
What?
I'll go first. That way
Great.
we don't have to make Jen or Sarah go first.
No.
There's a line that Nathan says in the movie where he goes, "Buried in these walls is enough fiber optic cable to reach the moon and lasso it." And yet he somehow couldn't plan for fucking power cuts. This guy is not nearly as smart as he thinks he is. Listen, if you could lasso the fucking moon with fiber optic cables, fix your goddamn power grid. Like, what are you doing? That's mine.
Okay, so I had written something similar. I had two options, and one of mine was his security system. Okay. What is wrong with him?
What is it? Yeah.
My second option is Caleb's security hacking attempt. Like,
oh yeah,
you tried to do this and you managed to get yourself locked in this room? Aren't all the doors supposed to be unlocked now? Like, what is wrong with you?
Right,
you're supposed to be a good hacker. Like, come on.
Made the door super unable to do. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I said Nathan Bateman in general is just like useless because he thinks he's so fucking clever and he still dies. He's not. Like he's such a dummy. And I was like, okay, cool.
Fucking unreal.
Yeah, die at the end, Nathan Bateman. You suck. You deserve this, baby. So yeah, he gets my Lock Martin award. I almost gave it to men again, but I feel like I recently gave it to all men, so I can't just give it to all men every single time. So I'll give it to one man.
It's gonna be progressively harder to do this show.
Because I'll be like, all men suck.
You're like the Lock Martin. It's Adam.
It's Adam today because he pissed me off. It's Adam and Joey because they don't like Dredd. Okay.
Oh, Dredd sucks.
Yeah, you suck, Joey.
Jen, you're Lock Martin.
My choice is something that a lot of sci-fi movies do, which is they just like throw in like useless tech jargon for the villain to make them sound really, really smart. So like linearization. So every time Oscar Isaac is describing like the Turing test and the little bit of exposition, I'm just like, this reminds me of being in like engineering meetings with the dev managers. They just want to sound so smart. You know? So
perfect. I love
That's
it.
A good one. So I had two. One was that I watched Dredd this week.
Okay, fuck off.
But my real one, I'm just gonna lonely guys who watch this and thought this is how they can get girls to talk to them. So now they use ChatGPT to write their emails.
We're done.
They
Bye, everybody.
They missed the dread part, not the horror part. I didn't mean dread as the movie, like the existential dread of this. And they're like,
okay,
you actually did mean Dread as well because that's probably their favorite movie.
They're like, they love it. Like boom, it goes boom. But I imagine that's what people who use ChatGPT to write text do. They're like boom when they see it in movies.
Yes.
Explode.
I think that's the thesis of this movie now. Perfect ending.
Boom.
Boom.
There we go. Joey from Long Island is going to write a whole book that's based on that thesis.
Oscar Isaac's best movie?
Yeah.
Between this and Llewellyn Davis?
Llewellyn Davis is really good, but I personally love him in this. I really, really do.
I just watched Beef season 2. I think he's great in that. Like he has a pretty. I don't think he has a miss with me. So like, but I think this and Llewellyn Davis. Huh?
Yeah. Did you watch Star Wars? Because I feel like those are a miss all around.
Yeah, it's not his fault though.
It's true. That's true. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, but like he makes fun of that line as like in like reshoots and stuff. So like it's fine. But I think between this and Llewellyn Davis are his best.
Yeah,
I think that's probably true.
Right.
I'm now looking. I'm going down. I'm like, what are his movies?
It is interesting watching Beef season 2 at the same time watching this, and I'm like, God, he's just so good at being an asshole.
He's so good at it, and like, but like two very different approaches at being an asshole, and he's
which makes me question: is he a nice person or is he just an asshole? Is he just playing himself?
No, I think he's awesome.
Oh no! See, I think he's probably an asshole. Like, and so I'm like, I'm good. I don't need to meet him. I think he's probably very talented, but he's one of those people
I don't need
that's
to
like,
meet him, but
no, I'm just saying, like, yeah, anyways, whatever, Joey. You're just coming for me today. You're coming for me this season is what it is.
I disagree.
Okay.
You're looking Dread and Evangelions. It's not my fault.
I have two more things I want to say really quick, and then Joey, you can do whatever you want to with the wrap up. I'll let you guys get more pissed about Dread. So
it's fun. We have a good time.
Well, one thing that I saw in the research, and I don't know if this was intentional, but I thought this was really cool. Apparently, and I don't know if Garland wrote this intentionally, but apparently you can see this as a loose adaptation of The Tempest, which I think is wild.
Because I got Bluebeard. I didn't know Tempest.
I read that today.
So Nathan, a powerful manipulative inventor who lives in a remote resort, corresponds to Prospero, a powerful magician who lives on a remote island and who manipulated the events and characters in the story to his liking. Though Nathan is a computer programmer and artificial intelligence pioneer, not a magician, his parallels to Prospero are not the Arthur C. Clarke's famous dictum, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Ava is analogous to Miranda, Prospero's daughter. Both Miranda and Ava were created by Prospero and Nathan, and neither has been exposed to experiences of people outside their respective confines. And Caleb is equivalent to Ferdinand. Prospero character contrives to bring Ferdinand to his isolated and remote home, and Ferdinand falls in love with Prospero's daughter, which is, for just, if you're a Shakespeare nerd, I didn't get that, and that's pretty cool.
This is the first time I've heard this, and I'm like, actually, that tracks. So
yeah, and I just want to say too that I think part of what I love about Domhnall Gleeson and Oscar Isaac's performance in this movie is something I tell to theater students all the time that I don't think they believe me until they actually get a role where we get to do this. Losing on stage is like the funnest thing to do. When your character doesn't achieve their objective, there's so much to play, and watching like overly defeated Domhnall Gleeson at the end of this movie is just so much fun, because like you lost so hard, and it's great. It's just great to watch him crumble.
100%.
It's great work. All right, so I guess we have one question left. Does Ex Machina belong in the book 1001 Movies to See Before You Die? It is not currently in it.
Nope.
So if you say yes, you got to replace it.
Who's going
with you?
Yes, and you know what? We're going to replace it with.
Oh, damn it, Jen. What are you doing to me?
Who's going first, Joey? You want me to go? I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely think that this movie deserves to be in the book. It's one of the most interesting sci-fi films out of the last 12 years. I love this movie, and I want everybody to watch it. And so if we're going to take a movie out of the book, I want to stick with the theme of toxic masculinity and abusing women, unfortunately. So I'm going to take out Last Tango in Paris. Like, I don't need that movie. Like, fuck that. It's out. Let's put Ex Machina in. Like, fuck that film. So that's my choice for today.
Right. Jen?
Yeah, I would absolutely say this belongs in the book. It's actually wild, I think, to see how this continues to age, like even better and better, which is kind of terrifying. But like a sign of great art is that it continues to resonate like more and more as the centuries pass. Yeah, and I'm going to stand by my pick from the last movie. Last time we put it together, just to piss Joey off. Gotta double down. I gotta stand by my guns. So.
I respect it so much, Jen. I changed mine.
So funny. I
will be in a coma whenever you guys are doing that episode.
I changed mine. It's now that.
Yes. Thank you.
It's just so funny. All right, Adam.
Yeah, of course. It's great. It's fantastic. You know what I'm going to do is, we've already actually alluded to this movie. I'm going to take out a different sci-fi movie from this year, and The Force Awakens can come out of the book, because I don't know why it's in there to begin with.
It's confusing, to be honest.
Let's get it out.
I'll toss that out too.
That's fair. I didn't know that. I realized that was in there. What a weird choice.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Yeah, it's pretty stupid that it's in there.
Sarah.
Yeah, I also think it belongs in there. Looks great, still holds up, fantastic. And I was gonna pick a different movie, but you know what? It is the theme, so I'm just gonna pile on and pick Unforgiven as well, just because we're here. I was gonna go a different route, but let's just continue the pile on.
This is a three-way good for her moment. You know?
Yes,
Right, good for her
absolutely.
Oh, I hate it. I hate it, but it's fuck. All right.
Thank you for letting us come on your show.
And you're welcome back anytime. Like, please come back.
Oh man. Oh, it's funny. I hate it. Yeah, for all the reasons, it's yes. When a dance scene's that good, it's yes. I'm also taking out something that year I completely missed. For Force Awakens was in there, so I'm going to take out Boyhood because I don't care about Boyhood.
Yeah, fair. Me too. I hate it too. Wow, you all took out things I hate. As much as I like,
what?
You all took out things I hate. I appreciate everything. So good. Great job. But continue.
Oh man, that's Ex Machina and Alex Garland.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Sarah Jen, thank you so much for coming.
Yay.
It was, you know, you guys were a little mean to me, but you guys were awesome. I'm very happy to have you.
So,
you deserve that.
Always deserved. Always deserved. Always welcome. It's.
What are we doing
thank
next?
you for having us on. Yes. We did have a good time.
I never heard your voice go so many octaves high up, though. That was it went falsetto there when you thanked us. So good job. Made your life difficult once again.
This is
what
why
you saying about human connection in this episode. You know?
This is why you have an open invitation. Please come back because it makes my life just a joy. So thank you. What are we doing next?
Oh, we have one episode left before we get to our director ranking, and it's been a long time coming, and we are finally going to talk about Todd Phillips's Joker.
I'm in a coma that day. I'm not going to be there.
No, you're not. You're not. You're going to be alive and well. You're going to talk about Arthur Fleck and Zazie Beetz and the Taxi Driver comparisons and why Todd Phillips was tasked to make this movie. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You don't have to lead it, but you're going to be there.
It is going to be the saltiest I have ever been.
That's great.
No, I think I'm just going to be mean on that episode because I hate that movie so much.
That's okay. That's great.
The funniest thing would be you rewatch it and you're like, shit, I love this.
It's so good. Oh my God. Am I an Arthur Fleck fan? He's actually a great stand-up comedian.
You come in a purple suit, we're like, oh no.
My recommend's going to be Joker Folie à Deux.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I haven't even watched it. We were going to do a 1001 by 1 by 3 and I just never watched it. We did never do it.
I think Melissa and I did it on Below Freezing.
Did you?
I think so. I don't know. I've lost track at this point. Jen, Sarah, thank you so much for being on. We know you're busy people with things and hard outs. So we're gonna honor that 1 minute past that. And Movies and Us, check it out. Socials, we plugged you at the beginning. This was 1001 by 1. We talked Ex Machina. But until next time, I am Adam.
I'm Britt.
And Unforgiven is awesome.
And we will see you for Joker.